best friend, best friend, best friend, best friend. We have to talk because what an interesting past 24 hours, best friend. So, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. So grab a snack and a drink and hit that subscribe button. I would be so incredibly grateful. Best friend, we have to talk because listen, you should know by now that the Britney army is a very powerful force to deal with, okay? Britney Spears, she means a lot to a lot of us. We are inspired by her. We love her. In my case, my love for Britney goes beyond her music and her performances. Obviously, her performances are iconic, but for me, it's more of the strength that she has. And as somebody who has gone through a lot in my life, nothing compared, of course, everyone's story is different, but I've, gone through my own challenges. She has inspired me with her strength to survive everything that she survived. And it has inspired me to find that inner strength that she has recently shared with us in her book. And that is why, for example, I go so hard for her because I admire her strength, her will to carry on in moments of darkness and to always try and find the light. And that is why I admire this woman right here. Best friend, yesterday, Justin Timberlake fan was so excited that Selfish came out, okay? So excited. And what they didn't know is that Britney Spears also has an iconic song from her 2011 Femme Fatale album titled Selfish. Well, the Britney army got together and did this humongous campaign to get Selfish of Britney Spears charting. And this is how it went. Well, best friend, you know what they say. Those who last laugh, laughs the hardest. Oh, Britney Spears, girl. Listen, so you know that yesterday Mr. Timberlake came out with his very anticipated song, Selfish. And his fan was very excited, I have to say, a big, long awaited comeback, right? Well, best friend, Britney Spears' fans, army, thought, you know what? We need to give Britney a little gift. And best friend, oh, did they ever? So Britney Spears fans, the Britney army, decided to do a campaign on Twitter and get Britney Spears' 2011 song, Selfish, streaming, because why not? Let's give Britney a gift. She really has gone through so much, and Britney army just wanted to give her a gift, so it entered at 93 yesterday. Great, okay, amazing. Then best friend, girl, it went up to 47. Us Britney army, girl, boom boom baby, when you drive me my mistake, I'ma be a little self. Listen, then best friend, it entered the top 10. That's right, best friend. It entered the top 10 after 13 years of its release. Then it started getting press. It's still Britney, bitch. Britney stans are sending her 2011 song Selfish up the charts to troll Justin Timberlake. Never! It was never to troll. It was to tell Britney, hey, we're thinking about you, boo. It's, when you send flowers to a friend or send a I'm thinking about you text. That's all we wanted to do. Then, best friend, Selfish entered the top 5 on the US, and it became number 1 in all these amazing countries: Armenia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Mexico, Portugal, Saudi Arabia. Then, best friend, Britney Spears' song Selfish from her Femme Fatale album is currently number 1 in actually 10 countries versus Justin in just 3 countries. Then it happened, best friend. Britney Spears' song Selfish went to number 4. We would have never guessed. Even Forbes picked up the news, our innocent love letter to Britney, saying Britney Spears' decade-old song has suddenly become a bestseller. We would have never guessed. And just like her Oscar Grammy awarded song 3, 1, 2, 3. She is now currently at number 3. So I guess the moral of the story is don't mess with Britney because the Britney army always has her back. What started off as very innocent, just a little love letter, turned out to be a huge hit for Britney Spears. I will keep you guys updated. Wow, best friend, look who we have at number 2, Miss Britney Spears, with her 2011 song Selfish. Oh boy, is it going to get to number 1? My That's So Raven Vision says yes. Okay. Listen, let me tell you something, best friend. The Britney Army girl, the Britney Army. Listen, while some choose to ignore Britney Spears and everything that she said in her book, The Woman in Me, the Britney Army never forgets, baby, okay? So, Britney, let's go to number 1, honey. Let's go to number 1. The number 1 position is vacant, anyways. So, best friend, I am so happy to announce that Miss Britney Spears has now officially reached number 1. Listen, let me tell you something. She is now number 1 and JT fell to number 3, okay? The power of the Britney Army is unmatched. The power of Britney Spears is unmatched. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be very, very honest with you guys. What she shared in this book, there was many things that we did not know. And us being, Britney Army, we thought we knew everything. But the things that she shared in this book, if it didn't touch you or made you feel anything as a stranger, which I know it did, you're very cold-hearted, right? Strangers, us fans reading this, even normal people who are not diehard fans reading this, felt something. Now imagine somebody who caused so much pain not feel anything and not have the heart to say anything or offer up an apology for the words that she had here. So I just feel like not only is karma bitch, but it's Britney bitch, okay? And, I feel like Justin Timberlake could have avoided everything, I feel like, yes, I see your comments saying this was a long time ago. Why is she only talking about it now? This and that. Britney Spears was not allowed to talk. Like, that's the part that I don't think that people comprehend. Back in the day, she was not allowed to talk, even before the conservatorship, because her management and everyone was always silencing her. It was not allowed, allegedly. Of course, my opinion. And then, of course, comes a conservatorship, which damn well she had no voice. So obviously, best friend, that right there is a huge reason, and the only reason, and it's very apparent as to why Britney Spears is only speaking about it now, because she finally got released from that conservatorship, fought her ass off to be out of there, and now she can finally sit down and not have management, a record company, and people, on top of her, breathing down her neck and telling her what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Now it was Britney's turn to do it. How to do it, when to do it, and the way she wanted to fucking do it. You know what I mean? So that is why she chose to talk about it now. So for those who still don't understand, I still don't understand how you don't understand. Now listen, I will tell you something. I have personally nothing against nobody, okay? Justin Timberlake is not my cup of tea. He never really was. Even in the, in sync days, I always preferred, I prefer Joey Fatone more than Justin Timberlake, okay? But after reading this book, everything really changed, and it just made me really understand, especially, I already had a very just horrible taste in my mouth for what happened with Janet Jackson, because Janet Jackson is also one of my other queens, and I was so fortunate enough to see her in concert this past summer. But what happened to Janet was so incredibly disgusting, and hearing Janet Jackson say, I thought he was my friend. So that alone. And then Britney, of course, for me, is just like, this person, in my opinion, only thinks about themselves and what their image is like and what people are going to think about them and how people are going to react to them. They don't think about nothing else. So, you know what? I just have to say, best friend, it's all about, at the end of the day, everyone is human. And I feel like when you hurt somebody and when you are part of somebody's trauma, and they share it after so much other trauma that they went through, the nice and human thing would be is to acknowledge it. But there's a comeback and a CD and a new album to promote. So that I'm sure is more important than being human. But anyways, Britney Spears is #1. I'm so excited and I'm so thankful. You know, it might not last, you know, because iTunes is always going up and down, but we did what we wanted, and that was to have her #1 and to remind people that a lot of people judge her over her Instagram, and a lot of people judge her for stupid, very, you know, material, aesthetic ways of judging her, you know. So while others judge her, we appreciate her. And one thing about the Britney Army is we will always show up for Britney. And we always want to remind Britney that we are here whether she is active or not. We will always be here for Britney. And I think now the world does know this, that maybe others choose to ignore, but Britney Army never forgets. So Britney Army, you did it. Britney Spears, we love you. I admire your strength, your inner passion to survive, and your wisdom. And I'm very, very proud of you. And you keep on doing that living room residency. Twirl away, honey, because you deserve it. After all of the horrible years that you were put through, twirl on ahead, girl. Twirl, twirl, twirl. And we are here to watch your back. Anyways, what do we think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.